All right, thanks for staying with us. This is Firecrackers. We're winding down on the program tonight. And so, let's shift our focus now to these Unity teachers. 1,700 teachers were employed by the federal government sometime in 2018. And we have not been paid a dime since then. We speak to three of them from different parts of the country, one in Calabar, one in Enugu, and the other in Abuja. But for now, I understand that David Ekong is with us, a teacher from one of the Unity schools in Calabar, the Cross River State capital. Tinedu Onoha joins us live from Enugu State, and Bethel Uzochukwu joins us live from Abuja, the nation's capital. Well, I'm just having feelings that we do not have the others on ground just yet because of some technical issues or network issues. We'll sort that out hopefully before the close of the program. But Bethel is with us. Bethel, let's understand what the issues are. Share with us your experiences, what has played out since you were employed in 2018.
Okay, thank you. For some of us, we've been employed since 2018. For me in particular, I've been employed since 2019. Since then, we have not been captured or enrolled into the IPPIS, which would have allowed us to start receiving salaries. There was a redocumentation that took place last month, and then we were promised that soon after that, like 2 weeks or so, would be called for capturing. Then, sometime 2 weeks ago, some persons, a number of 200 of our staff was being sent text messages comes to capturing this week. I don't know what will happen to the remaining 1,500 persons. So we are appealing to the government and whoever is in charge, the people who are in charge of that capturing and payment of salaries to come to our aid, because the suffering is much. In fact, those teachers that have been receiving salaries, the money is not even enough for them. How much more someone who has been working for 3 years or 2 years without salaries? Me, I have nothing to do. I'm even looking for 70,000 naira only. It's not big, but not small either, to start a side business or at least support my family. And it's not even forthcoming. So I want the government to come to our aid. Things are really difficult.
All right, I understand that in the course of the struggle, maybe I may say, some teachers have lost their lives, whether in transit or share with us some of those traumatic experiences you've gathered from some of your colleagues.
That was during the documentation exercise that took place last month. We learned that about 3 persons, if I'm right, actually lost their lives on their way down to Abuja. In a car accident, a vehicle accident, something like that. So if we had started receiving our salaries before now, I don't think those innocent lives would have been lost. I also learned of a man, I wouldn't know how to, that his wife left. His wife left him and his kids. She said she could no longer take the suffering, that she even doubts if he had a job or so. So these are some of the things we are facing. Some persons, their children are not in school. We teach other people's children, but we can't even afford to put our own kids in school. How do you want a teacher to go into classroom only with the children?
All right, so let me also ask you this question, because in all of this, you still have students under your care. You have to teach them, you have to impact knowledge on them. I wonder how you've been able to manage doing that without a salary or without a pay, so to say. But has that affected how you've also been able to impact knowledge on these children?
It has. So, as a teacher, you are a co-parent. So if you have a student who needs something, some of these kids, it's mostly Unity schools are boarding schools. So some of them, imagine their provisions run out, they come to you as their teacher to ask for money. And if you don't have anything to give to that child, they start looking at you as a stingy auntie, stingy uncle. Oh, look at her with her red dress. Only that red skirt, that's the only thing she has. That's the only shoe she has to school. And then the impression we create or this situation has left in the minds of these children is really nothing to write them about. It's really not encouraging.
All right. We're going to round up very shortly with you. We have, of course, we've obtained some documents from some of your colleagues as well. The employment letter and all of that. We have them on the screen. We had to just blur some parts for your safety. I wonder if you are afraid to talk to the media about this. Do you think that in some way you're probably going to be victimized for speaking out or speaking up?
I really don't think so. I know a lot of us are actually scared to come on air. In fact, those who volunteer to do that, this after just few minutes to the program, they back down. But I don't see anything to lose. I've been working for 2 to 3 years now. There is no salary. I've been surviving by God's grace. I know that those in charge, maybe they don't really know what is happening, and that's why we had to use this medium to let them know. It's possible they don't know what is going on, so we're just appealing to them. It's an appeal. They've given us the job. They're giving us the appointment letters. Please let them follow up with our salaries. I used to have a job before taking up this employment. I used to have a job. My family looked up to me. Imagine being the first child in the house, and I have younger ones to take care of. So what's there to lose? If coming out will mean an end to this our situation, that's what we're looking for.
Yes, it's very, very sad indeed. It's also unfortunate that we're unable to speak to your other colleagues as well, David and Chinedu, of course, who also, because of the network hitches, are unable to join us and share their experiences with us. Let me also ask you this, just as we round off on the conversation with you. If the government does not pay you probably by the close of 2021, I wonder what you intend to do and your colleagues.
Well, some of us have been already looking for jobs, but as you know, there are no jobs in the country. Some of us left the ones we had for this. I used to have a small scale business I was running before I was given an appointment, and I had to leave the state, my location to my hometown, and I even borrowed money to do that. That's still the same case that is affecting some of my colleagues. Where we are now is not where we used to be. So we've lost the money for our businesses, we've lost the jobs we had. So it's to go back to square one. But we really do hope that the government will come to our aid.
All right. I was also probably just going to ask you, because you are in Abuja, the nation's capital. That's where the Federal Ministry of Education is. I wonder if you and your colleagues, some of your colleagues, have been able to walk in there. What have they said to you in the past?
Well, it's the same story. We are on it. We are working on it. We'll get back to you people. Don't worry, soon you'll be called for capturing. The circular will be out soon. Don't worry, 2 weeks from now. We've been going to the ministry, we've been going to head of service. We're even tired of going. We've been going there. Some other persons have sacrificed, coming all the way from maybe Enugu as far as Sokoto, Kebbi State down to Abuja for this. They end up borrowing transport fare to come down. So it's not like we've been holding our hands. We've been going to the ministries and going.
All right, Bethel, that's a good place to anchor our conversation. We do feel your plight. We do feel your frustrations, yourself and your colleagues, and we sympathize with you. Hopefully, subsequently, we can speak to other colleagues of yours to share their experiences with us. But I'd like to thank you most kindly for exclusively speaking to Galaxy TV on some of your struggles and issues.
Thank you so much for your time and consideration. We appreciate it.
All right. So there you go. That's what we do on this program. We try to hold the powerful accountable. We'll also put a word across this week to the Federal Ministry of Education to hear their own side of the story as to exactly what is playing out with these teachers. Nearly 2,000 of them, or 1,700 teachers, were employed in 2018, and some 2019 who have not been paid a dime since then. But yet they are compelled to go to the classrooms to teach. I guess that's a good place to anchor our conversation tonight. On behalf of myself and the production team, we'd like to thank you most kindly for being on the other side. The show returns next week as we keep discussing issues of national interest. From Lagos, Nigeria, I am Kelly Egiga. Good evening.